Hey guys, welcome. This is a general reading for the collective of Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. It's not date or time specific, so whenever you come upon it, if it speaks to you, could be your message at that time. I did upload the March 2024 Love Tarot Energy Update, and that goes by week of the month. So if you are interested to see the overall energy for all signs, you might want to check that one out. It was pretty interesting. Okay, so, and for even in the extended Sag, there was a really positive message. So I just want to let you know. I feel like something's shifting for Sagittarius and those who might be here as cross watchers for Sagittarian. Welcome. And if you're brand new to the channel, welcome. Happy that you stumbled upon me. And for those of you who enjoy the readings, I truly hope that you will consider subscribing below. Help me get the message out to more people. That's exactly how it works. As people embrace the channel, YouTube puts more of my content out there in the world. So, and then don't forget to click the little notification bell so you don't miss new uploads. All right, what I'm going to do is pull from Numerology Guidance. You're going to get 3 cards with 3 messages, 3 separate numbers. Those are all good numerology guidance for you. And then I'm going to full tally, get a final number, and give you an angel message, okay? So I will be, for the purposes only of the full tally, reducing all numbers since that book only goes up to $9.99. All right, here we go. Synchronicity. Yes. Card 87. So that's what? 15? 2, 4, 6, 7. Yeah, 15. 1 and 5 is 6. So that's going to reduce to a 6. Then we have abundance. Yes, card 88. So you've got 87 and 88. Really cool numbers. And 96, forgiveness. What lovely messages for you. 9 and 2, 4, 6 is also 15. Am I correct? Yes. So we have a 6. 8 and 8 is 16. 1 and 6 is 7. We have 676 for your angel message. 676. But ordinarily, we would not reduce this number. It's a master number. 676. And here's your angel message. You have an opportunity to feel realigned and more connected to your life purpose at this time. Angel wisdom is encouraging you not to give up on projects that previously lit you up more than they do now. Sort out any unfinished business. So I have been feeling in the Sagittarian readings as of late, so I'd say about in the past month and a half, past couple readings, that something is realigning. Something is sort of, you know, like that when you're working with a tumbler lock and you go like, and then there's like a click and you just hear it and you feel that release of the lock. That is what I have been experiencing as the reader for Sagittarian energy for about 6 weeks or so. So you have an opportunity to feel realigned and more connected to your life purpose. At this time, you're being encouraged not to give up. But you also have number 87, number 88, and number 96 as additional numbers for yourself. Synchronicity, abundance, forgiveness. All abundance is found through forgiveness. That is not a secret message just for you, but I feel like there are signs and synchronicities that are probably like the little tumbler beginning to click into place and pointing you in this direction. Okay, so what I'm feeling here is I'm feeling judgment and I'm feeling the Wheel of Fortune. There's just something about forgiveness for you in particular, those of you watching, that is going to be the key to popping that lock. All right, here we go. What I'm going to do is pull in a modified Celtic cross. I'll give you my general impressions of the spread, and then we'll get the details from the clarifiers. Here we go for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Yes. Beautiful. The star. also a card of healing and forgiveness, right? And being pointed in the right direction. Trusting that the universe has your back and will grant the wish and the dream come true. So really beautiful energy for you here. The blocker challenge, oh yeah, reconciliation. So I am feeling like there's a little struggle with making peace on something, with meeting someone in the middle, finding the common ground for some of you so that you can sort of forge some sort of a win-win outcome. But for many of you, there is something that requires some healing. And the only way to that is through some form of reconciliation, making peace. 9 of Swords in your unconscious awareness, 6 of Swords in the past. All right, so you've already been contemplating getting beyond all of this and getting some peace of mind. It's been a struggle in your unconscious awareness, something that's been running on a loop, so I'm not here telling you anything you don't already know. And then the World card in your conscious awareness is talking about, right, the lessons that have been learned and how cyclical they can be, and how we can have to close out certain cycles, certain lessons that have been learned, and not need to repeat them again. And then what comes on the other side of the World card is the new beginning and the freedom that accompanies that end of a difficult, challenging cycle. And I feel like you're making your way to that clearing, to where the water goes from turbulent to like flat as ice. Let's see the near future. 4 of Swords. There's some healing for you. So you have lots of opportunities here, or at least a pretty strong focus on some healing. It's going to come by way of some form of a reconciliation. I'll be honest, that's coming through a lot of readings lately. So it seems like it's in the collective. Let's go ahead and look at the details. 4 of Wands, Magician, Temperance. Well, there's some Sag energy. Yeah, manifesting some form of healing. That's what I'm getting mostly. Right? What's the wish here? When we have the star, we're talking about our true north. And sometimes we get off that path, which is why you got that angel message, right? To realign and feel more connected to your life purpose. That's what I feel this star is talking to. And the only thing in the way of that is something that needs to be reconciled within your connection. And so you're manifesting something here, and it feels like it's taking all of your higher self's authority, your inner authority and your higher self. It's taking all of that to kind of push you forward during uncertain times. The Temperance card to me is self-control and restraint. It's also the higher octave of Sagittarian energy. So it's talking about the wisdom of patience, and not the kind of patience of, well, I'll give this 2 more days or 2 more months or whatever. No, it's a different kind of patience that sort of exists at a higher timeline, that says this moment is just like a blip on a radar screen. We're all just blips on a radar screen, quite frankly. So Temperance has a different octave, a different higher octave of patience that tells you the turbulent energies have their time, and then the smooth, calm waters have theirs. And it's just about a matter of staying in the energy of flow and balance. That's where we find the true healing, right? So let's see the 9 of Swords in your unconscious awareness. The Sun, Justice, 3 of Wands. It's interesting. There's like, buried deep down, there's a little bit of anticipation of what's to come. I don't think you're waiting, but I think that there is some, like, just outside of your field of vision energetically, there's like this, something's coming toward me. I feel it. I'm anticipating something coming toward me, or me moving towards something that brings in a different level of balance and peace, happiness and harmony. But in the meantime, there's this very frenetic energy right under the surface. So in your unconscious awareness, where you're unsettled is that you're trying not to buy in too much toward what's coming toward you. You're trying to stay really present, which I think is a good thing. But this is what you're anticipating, is when is the balance and alignment and harmony and happiness and success coming in? And you feel it coming in. You feel it coming in. And that's probably, I'm not seeing the Nine of Swords in a negative way. I'm seeing it as that little frenetic energy when we put our heads down on a pillow and we can't fall asleep right away and we're getting flooded with thoughts. You know how that happens? That's the way I'm feeling this Nine of Swords for you, because there's some goodness on the other side of it. The anticipation is kind of exciting. It feels like adaptive anxiety, not destructive anxiety. So let's look at the Six of Swords. In the past, High Priestess, Two of Swords, Hanged Man. I think things have grown or have been growing and have been staying at a pretty stagnant level. No communication, no real connection. I mean, connected at 5D, but sort of in some form of separation, you know, and just hitting that wall, that moment that says, yeah, this doesn't work for me. I've got to make a decision. Something has to change. I'm at this crossroads moment. Which way do I go? Wherever I go, I want to head to something calmer, something easier, something that brings me the peace of mind as opposed to challenging energy or disappointment, right? So we've got the World card in your conscious awareness. So that's the past. Let's see where we're at now. Ten of Pentacles, Five of Swords, Strength card. So the lesson here that you're closing out is almost, it's like, who can I trust? Right? Who can I trust? When I think about my future, life partnership, building a life with somebody, even abundance, right? The lesson you've been learning is all about that. And here with the Five of Swords, but I turned my back for 1 minute, and son of a bitch, if I didn't get played, right? And so it's kind of like you're coming in with, got it, thanks Saturn. That's Saturn. Lesson learned, closing out that cycle, overcoming the obstacles, getting my game face on, re-upping my courage, my strength, and my confidence to know I can overcome these challenges. Something better is coming toward me. I feel it. I just feel it. So I am seeing a renewed energy coming through for you in your conscious awareness. Yes, you're asking, who can I trust? But the lesson's been learned that you can count on yourself. And you can count on you sizing up situations realistically and knowing when something is holding you down, holding you back, keeping you in the mud for far too long, keeping you aggravated, agitated, anxious, nervous, sleepless, restless. For some of you, even sick, physically ill. And so healing is the next part of your chapter, because you're in the process of aligning to something that will serve your higher good. Star, Ten of Cups, Emperor. For some of you, this is all you've really been waiting for. The healing comes from this loving connection with somebody that has eluded you for some time, that things have been very stagnant. And I get the impression that some of you, not all of you, remember it's a general reading, not a personal or private reading. So you have to take it as it resonates for you, if it does. But what I'm feeling here is some of you have externalized what has gone on between you and your divine masculine. Some of you have externalized it. And others of you have way far too internalized it. And in the middle lies your peace. And I feel like you've been coming upon that lately. That there is no such thing as separation. That's an illusion. At 5D, we're all one. That this stagnant energy, yeah, it was up to you to decide, no, I'm moving beyond that. I have things to accomplish. I have a purpose here in this incarnation. I was put here for a reason, and it wasn't to sit waiting for somebody else to bring me my happiness or to provide that. So for some of you, there's like a paradigm shift, like the tumbler's on the lock. It clicks, you hear it, you go, oh. And then it arrives. Then the healing comes in. The dream is manifested. Okay, the dream comes true. The wish is granted. The happiness comes in. And it provides a lot of healing. And I feel like this card is key. Because even though it's a card of reconciliation, it's not the judgment card, which is what I felt when I saw forgiveness. It's not the judgment card, but it is a card of like a truce, right? Meeting in the middle, finding common ground, being heard and hearing the other person, getting your sense of some form. I'm looking at the Justice card too. Both of these cards feel like it's about being validated. Yeah. Being validated. Meeting in the middle, finding that balance and harmony from validation. Each of you has your own position. It doesn't mean that one or the other of you, you know, is not a good person if you're not seeing eye to eye. And the challenge has been reconciling that. And I do feel you've been manifesting this opportunity. And I do feel that healing is the most important thing. That's part of the dream come true. That's part of what you've been after here. Is once I get my peace of mind, once I get my health back, once I get my calm back, once I get my sense of purpose back, once I overcome thinking that I can't trust people with my heart or with my love or with, right? With my soul. Once you get over that and past that and grok that and learn those lessons, something unfolds really beautifully. So we're going to look at this Emperor in the extended. We're going to get a read on this person. That's what I'm going to look into if this is speaking to you. The link to that is in the first sentence of the description box below. Before I do that, let me tell you the astrology. We have the star card twice. That is Aquarius. We have the Magician, which is Mercury. Mercury rules Gemini and Virgo. We have Temperance, which is Sagittarian energy. The Sun is the Sun, but it rules the sign of Leo, Libra in the Justice card. High Priestess is Pisces, as is the Hanged Man, because the Hanged Man is really Neptune, which rules the sign of Pisces. The World is Saturn, Aquarius, and Capricorn, as above, so below. And then we have the Strength card, which is more Leo. And the Emperor is Aries. And just, you know, to let you know, the month of March is pretty interesting. At the end of the month, we begin eclipse season. Round about the 18th is the pre-shadow phase for Mercury retrograde. He stations retrograde on April 1st, but we have a couple weeks of what's going to be, I call it Act 1, right? The lead up to when he begins his shadow phase, pre-shadow phase, the lead up to the actual retrograde is the fruit, is what's going to be reviewed when Mercury treks back over it. So it's important information to pay attention to and make notes of in your journal or on your calendar or whatever, so that you're prepared when Mercury goes retrograde. People always get kind of slapped upside the head, and I'm like, no, you get all the information you need for a couple weeks leading up to it, for where things might have gone awry, where, you know, there might be misunderstandings that need to be reconciled, where there is a need for validation that has been sorely missing, right? What's caused the stagnation in the past? Do you see what I'm saying? I feel like this reading is telling you that something is about to unfold, for the second half of the month. And when Mercury goes retrograde, a lot of this is going to be dug up, dredged up from the below into something you have to deal with. And I think you come out on the other side in really good shape. Okay? So that's what I've got for you, Sag, and we'll go ahead and look at this Emperor in the extended. I'm heading there now. Thanks for joining me. I'll see you in a second. Bye.